Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Look at I have my morning hair. I have my morning coffee. Let's stay home, shall we? Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's Dollar Tree new arrivals. I'm very excited. I wanted to get this done early. I have something going on later on today, so I definitely wanted to come in and share everything from the Dollar Tree that is new this week. So, good morning. Grab your coffee, cast me on your TV, and let's go ahead and get into Dollar Tree. Why do I have Hobby Lobby on this? I have Hobby Lobby. Let me explain. I have Hobby Lobby on the screen because I did Hobby Lobby last night. If you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out. I did go ahead and check to see what's new at Hobby Lobby for Christmas 2025. So there's a lot of things trending. There's a lot of things going viral in terms of Christmas already. So check my live stream out. I will link it below once this goes up, but I definitely wanted to share with you guys what is new at Dollar Tree. If you're excited, if you're a Dollar Tree shopper like I am, I definitely do these every single Sunday to share with you what's new in the store, what's hitting the shelves for the year of 2025. We don't have that much longer, for this year. We just have a little bit of time left. So we are going to see today, just to give you a premise of what's going on today. So this is how the Dollar Tree virtual tour works. If you guys do not know, I encourage you guys to cast me on your iPad or on your TV, because then you can see the products for Dollar Tree lot larger. You can kind of make your list or what have you. We do know Dollar Tree's prices have increased a little bit. So, I think all of us are kind of settling into that. But with that said, we are going to be seeing New Year's, St. Patrick's Day, and Easter already. So if you guys are not familiar with the way Dollar Tree rolls out its retail, that is the way it is. Dollar Tree, in terms of its retail store, is a little bit faster than all of the rest of the retail stores, in my experience. I've been shopping at Dollar Tree for a long time as well, but I do like to show you the options of online, because that way when you walk into the store, you'll see what is going on, what to expect, and so on and so forth. And Dollar Tree's usually pretty fast in terms of putting its stock out, right? So right now Christmas should be full blast in the store, just for you, to kind of know. And then we're going to be seeing Easter and St. Patrick's Day. And I do believe there's been a lot of people on YouTube that have actually shown that. So let me go ahead and change my Hobby Lobby to Dollar Tree. I'm sorry about that. I did a live stream, you guys, last night, and I forgot to change it. So let me do Dollar Tree 2025, new this week. All right, so let's get into this. I'm going to share my screen here in just a moment. Scroll across. Oh, actually, I'm not going to scroll it. I'll just leave it there. So there we go. Brand new at Dollar Tree this week. Let's go ahead and get into Dollar Tree's website and see what's going on there. I don't know if you guys heard the sad news. If you are fans of Diane Keaton, we lost her yesterday. Today is my dad's actual past anniversary. My dad passed away in May of 2018 of Alzheimer's. And I just can't believe it. Every year that passes, it's just such a sad thing to think about. Obviously I have happy memories of my father, but at the same time, you just put time, you know what I mean? Look, who goes on camera when they first wake up? But hey, it's coffee with me. Good morning, everybody. So with that said, let's get into this Dollar Tree thing and think happy thoughts. And let's see what this exciting store is going to bring to us. So let's go ahead and get into sharing our screen here. So this is how I do it. So I go ahead and I add the screen to the stage. As you can see, I do share how I get there. The reason I do that is because I want to go ahead and share with you guys different extensions and things you guys can add to your phone or to your computer, to your tablet. I personally use Rakuten. I think it's a great resource. So again, when you're shopping online, and I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the Rakuten app, when you add it to your phone, actually you can do it in store as well. So if you guys are not familiar with that, please check it out. Rakuten has some great options to earn you money back when you're shopping in the store. So here is Dollar Tree. We're going to go into the Dollar Tree website, and here we are. So I've been doing this, you guys, for many years. I've been doing the Dollar Tree virtual tour since 2018, probably even earlier than that, girl, probably 2017. So as you can see, the Rakuten extension popped up, and it will, offer me whatever is trend, like promoting that week. So sometimes it's double, sometimes it's just the 1% as it shows. You can hit activate and it will repopulate the screen, and it will, share with you what is going on. So it's going to go ahead and repurpose this page. So I do also, Dollar Tree, we waited for years and years for Dollar Tree to add an app. They now have an app. If you're not familiar with that, you can download that on your phone. The reason why I say that is because Dollar Tree will send you notifications if you enable those, and you can see what's new at the store. That, for most of us that love Dollar Tree, will show you what price increases are happening, because when you actually go into the app, you can see the prices of things. What's been very interesting with Dollar Tree we've seen is that there's still several items $1.25 in the store all over the country, but for some reason they have repopulated the website to 150. So that's very interesting to me, just because I've been doing this a long time, and I'm like, wow. So we're going to go ahead now. The way Dollar Tree works, as you can see, when you click on a tab, it's going to say, make your inbox happy. And it's going to ask you to sign up as a value seeker. They've had their value seeker club for many, many years. If you guys are not familiar with it, I do that just in case someone new, wants to know more about the store Dollar Tree or something like that. So basically you would put your email in, it would prompt you, it would ask you what zip code. You don't have to put your specific zip code if you don't want to. Like if there's a better area or something, you can put that store's zip code in there. But basically, once you do that, it's going to ask you a few pieces of personal information. You can choose what you want to give them. But basically, they're not going to flood your email. A lot of people say, hey, don't join company websites because they're going to flood your email. That's not necessarily true. I encourage everyone to go to any store that you love, sign up, because a lot of times they customize just like as an honorable thing, even like if you join your favorite store, they're going to give you a one-time like special coupon for purchasing online through their store. So don't ever think that just because you subscribe somewhere, like, anywhere really, even like, World Market, Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, any of those, I highly recommend, like shopping and just signing up. So that's my point, is that they'll give you, hey, for signing up, we're going to give you 15% off, or we're going to give you 20% off or something like that. And a lot of times you'll see that spinning wheel where it'll like spin, and it'll ask you to join. It will also ask if you want to opt into text messages, things like that. It's up to you. I mean, I love Apple just because they've allowed us a way to sift through our text messages and our promotional text messages. We can put them in a specific folder and they don't crowd our like known text messages. If you guys are not familiar with that, if you don't have an iPhone. All right. So Christmas is in full force, as we know. I went over Christmas a little bit last week. This is going to cover the week from the 12th to the, let's see, all the way, let's see. I just want to check it. Okay. So this is going to cover the 12th through the 19th. Now, somewhere around the 15th or the 16th, if you guys are not familiar with the way Dollar Tree updates its website, first of all, Dollar Tree itself as a corporation does not handle or manage their website. They hire a third-party company to update their website, upload images, change prices, all of that stuff. So if you guys were not familiar with that, but every single Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere around there, they update the website with new product. And that way, if even though, you might peek in before you go into the store and you're like, hey, I want to know, like, let's say you're at work on break or on lunch and you're like, I wonder what Dollar Tree has new. Obviously, you're going to watch your favorite creators first, right? And you're going to like their video and you're going to comment and subscribe. But without that, you can go onto the website. You can see what Dollar Tree has new. And you can see what's going to be in your store or coming to your store. The reason why I say that is because a lot of stores for different states, variations, counties, cities, some people just don't get their product as fast as others. And then, maybe some stores are short staffed and just don't have like the staff to, I don't know, load all of their product. I think Dollar Tree is getting better at that, but regardless, I think it just depends on where you live and so on and so forth. So like I said, last week I did go over all of the Christmas stuff. They do Christmas in categories. So like the Christmas decor, we'll cover that just really fast. Because I want to kind of see what else they're advertising. So I populate this to news so that it will automatically sort of push up to the top what they're promoting for this week. So these solar Christmas bulb lights we did not see last week. So, if you guys are interested in that, that's new. They do have some new Santas. Now these are $7. So as you can see, the prices have really varied. We haven't seen too many products over $7. There have been a couple of that have been 10 and 20 and 25. The reason why they increased to that price is Christmas trees, but it doesn't like deny or maybe like change the fact that they might be opening the window for future product to go up to that price. Okay. So we've read several articles here together over time. Excuse me. That saying Dollar Tree was going to be making changes. And so that's why a lot of people were shocked when the prices went up. But with that said, Dollar Tree announced in 2021 that they were going to be doing a lot of different things. And that was after the pandemic and, after things had changed, stock was kind of slowing, getting stores stocked and stuff. So Dollar Tree actually has been speaking out loud for a really long time, but I feel like people are just busy. They're, busy with their lives and stuff, and they just really don't have any kind of reaction until they go into the store and they're like, $7, you know what I mean? And things are just changing. So just be prepared. If you see other prices at Dollar Tree, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to see 10, 12, 16, 18. You're just going to start seeing higher prices. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the way it is with the cost of living. So, I don't think that's going to stop anybody from shopping at Dollar Tree because we still have the TikTokers and IGers and, us YouTubers and things like that still do that. So we do have a standing Santa figurine. This did get 5 stars. I love it when people go on the Dollar Tree website and rate things because it's very rare that people do that. I've been trying to encourage that for a long time. So if you do get a product, and you do hop on the website and just rate it, it just helps. I mean, not everybody goes on the website, but there is a website. And, I've had so many people over the years have reactions go, I didn't even know Dollar Tree had a website. So, they do. And actually, it really helps a lot to let you know what's coming in the store. So I think that's helpful. Anyway, they do have some ladders, some wall ladders. These are going to be $7. So you may see people, excited for this. They have a Santa, a snowman, and they have like some garland. If you did want to redo this, you probably could. It's probably easy. You could keep the garland and maybe paint over the sign. I think the ladder is nice at a neutral wood. And they did that for both. You could change the bow if you wanted or something like that. And this is going to run you $7. Now, could you get something equivalent at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls? Maybe. But regardless, for the height and everything, if you're wondering how tall this is actually 11 inches. It says 11 inches in height. I don't think that's what they mean. I think they mean the height is actually 48 inches. So it's pretty tall. I don't know why. I feel like they've done the measurements a little bit backwards, but that's just me. So maybe it's me that's backwards. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is a nice little, item to look for if you want. So every single time that I hit the back button, you'll see that it's going to reshuffle everything. So my apologies. I don't normally have to do this, but it kind of throws me out of my rhythm when I do a close-up of something. That's why I tell you to watch it on your TV, because you can actually see the product really quickly. I mean, some people are just busy, they don't have the time to go into Dollar Tree every single week. So they watch their favorite creators, take them into the store, show them. But the issue with that is that obviously we all love our YouTubers, but it doesn't mean that where we live specifically, we're going to see that same product. We will eventually, but it doesn't mean that at the time, it's kind of something that you just have to wait for, if your store is a little bit slower at stocking. So this is a battery operated lantern with a tree inside of it. I do believe we saw this last week. It is $7. If you guys are wondering how big it is, just for $7, because I know a lot of people like measurements, this one is going to stand about 10 inches high. So pretty good size for $7. Can you get something like at Target or at, Hobby Lobby or something? Maybe, because Hobby Lobby does have everything 50% off right now. And I know Hobby Lobby is a pretty common store. Walmart, obviously, as well, is one of the stores that everybody goes to for different, Christmas items and things like that. But we do know that Hobby Lobby is one of those like stores that has everything you could ever think of. So there's quite a few signs, coming in really tall. These are $7 items, as we can see. They have some bulbs. Now, we did talk about these bulbs last week. If you're doing like a gingerbread tree or something like that, Dollar Tree seems to favor the classic vibrant colors. So just keep that in mind. However, these are these little bulbs right here. Someone did show them in person in the store. These are quite large. I feel like they are a good price. I actually bought these at World Market on clearance, not last year, but the year before. And I got them for like $1. So don't sleep on the higher end stores, you guys, because after Christmas and stuff like that, you can get some quality clearance items. But these, I feel like these might even be an overflow they're bringing back out. I'm not sure. But these are really pretty in person. You get 4 and they are $7. So you just have to break that up and see if it's worth it, at a place like, can you get it? Can you get a better quality product? You know what I mean? At Ross or somewhere like that, maybe. I'm not sure. But as you can see, as I repopulate this really quick, you can see the prices on the left-hand side. It does say there is one item that's $10. So we'll find that out in just a minute. We're going to continue to repopulate this to new just so it's going to kind of push up on the top everything that's new this week. So let's see. All right. So we do have some candy cane metal stakes, yard stakes. I didn't see those last week. They are really cute. They do have 2 different patterns. So you might see these go viral. I'm not sure. Candy canes are making their way this year, you guys. They're very popular. As you've seen a lot of the drinkware, people on the hunt at home, Hobby Lobby, I think, has them. You can pretty much get this drinkware everywhere, but it seems that like the peppermint candy cane thing is a big deal this year. So if you guys start to see a lot of candy cane merchandise, that's why. But anyway, these are really cute. They're really cute. You can use them for a ton of different types of things. So it doesn't mean that you just have to craft with them, but they are really cute. Dollar Tree loves its glitter. So obviously it's got some glitter in there. So be careful. You might want to spray it with something if you use it as is and don't make any changes to it. So if you're wondering how tall this is, it is 31 inches high. So pretty big for the yard stakes. So there is those. Those are brand new. I didn't see those last week. So love that. It does say there are 72 items. I don't remember what we had last week, to be honest. Let's see if we got Chrome lagging just a tad. So if I am a little bit slow or my connection seems to load me or I get grainy, my apologies. I have no control over the techniques of things or the internet. If I do end up grainy, my apologies. Usually when this uploads and settles in, the 1080p HD usually comes out pretty clear. So we'll see what happens. But live, when I do this live, it's really kind of something I have no control over. So we'll try to make sure that I do not scroll too quickly as well, just because I want to make sure you guys can hear me and see everything. So we're rechecking Christmas just because we want to make sure we didn't miss anything. I think these signs, these gnomes, these gnomes are kind of a staple. They've been around a long time. The buckets have been around a long time. Those are probably $1.25 in the store. I'm not sure. They're being advertised as $1.50 on the website, but that doesn't mean they're going to stay that way. These signs are pretty tall. They are $7. We talked about these last week, so we're not going to cover anything. I try not to make too much time to talk about things we talked about in the last episode. So if you guys missed it, I timestamped everything. So don't worry if you go back and you're like, oh my God, she's online for 2 hours. Jesus, you know what I mean? Or whatever. I always timestamp everything so you can jump around. So all you have to do is look at the bottom of the screen. Also, I do believe when the video uploads, you can actually see the timestamps in like video thumbnail underneath the video if you guys want to see a certain thing. So always make sure you check that as well if you're like, I can't stay here for 2 hours. Anyway, so this is cobblestone decor. We did talk about this. They do have a little gingerbread house, which is absolutely adorable. It's going to be in a, it's going to be on the end cap. So I will, cover this. It's cute. It says Cobblestone Bakery. It's got a little gingerbread on it. If you're wondering what the packaging looks like, it's for cobblestone, I do believe. This might be sitting on a shelf. I'm not quite sure. It's not really showing us, but this is what it looks like. So you may see these like on the little, I think the Cobblestone Village stuff, I think they put on a shelf, and put it in an aisle for everybody. I can't remember because I know the Cobblestone Village items always kind of, people are curious about that every single year, but they do have a little gingerbread house, which is really cute. It doesn't light up apparently, but and it doesn't, so it is going to be single. So this is what the packaging looks like if you're interested. It is an LED actually. It says right there, it says LED. So this one does light up. That's really cute. If they really are selling this for $1.25 to $1.50, super cute. So you might find somewhere that you want to put that. And I love the way that they made it neutral with just a very subtle hint of red on there. So definitely want to check that out if you guys are into gingerbread. I know a lot of us do gingerbread in our kitchens and things like that. Some people actually do it in their living room. Like I've done a gingerbread tree. I did one last year in my dining room. And it was really nice. I was kind of on the fence of what size tree I wanted to go with, but I've realized that I really love 7.5-foot trees. I don't know, girl, the bigger the tree, the better. It just really makes everything pop. And it just really, it's like Christmas all around, you know what I mean? And you can just like feel like you're in a winter wonderland. So definitely get the bigger, better tree. I got most of my trees. I did talk about this last night when I was in my live at Hobby Lobby, that a lot of my trees I got last year on Viral Reference at Home Depot for about $40, maybe $45. So they were whatever fir or whatever. So just make sure that you sign up for Home Depot, Lowe's, places like that, because they always run really good specials on wreaths and trees every single year. They do it early, right around Black Friday. So make sure if you need multiple trees like myself, or maybe you've never done a tree in your bedroom, Dollar Tree is one of those places where you can go and get a ton of ornaments, you know what I mean, for a very minimal price. Well, that's debatable at this point, but you can always go to Walmart as well. And I hate to promote other stores when we're focusing on this one. So anyway, I never, don't sleep on Dollar Tree because a lot of their ornaments are still going to be $1.25 in the store. So they do have this Christmas countdown tabletop, super cute. It's very vintage. I talked about this last week. It's $5 and it's just super cute. Look at all the characters. So adorable if you guys are really into vintage. This is perfect for like if you have a cube at work or something and you just want to count down Christmas, like somewhere on your cube, or maybe you have like how like in the station when you have your own cubicle and you have like some shelving or something, or like somewhere on your desk, you only have a certain amount of space. This kind of stuff is really great for that. And it can give you that vintage vibe. Like I know some people do like the tinsel, or not tinsel, but like garland, you're allowed to put garland, around your desk and stuff. Or even if you work at home, super cute. Okay. There's the little reindeer is absolutely just sweet. Look how adorable that little reindeer is. So cute. Anyways, so you're going to pay $5 for that. I don't know. You could go to Ross and get something cheaper. I'm not sure, but Dollar Tree never lets down when it comes to the quality of the product. They've been, stepping up for years. And so there's a ton of people that still go there. There's a ton of people that are still impressed with the product. Okay. So we did talk about these little gingerbread, they're standing shelf Christmas figurines. They are $7. They are quite large though. So make sure and walk into the store if you're interested. They do have snowmen. If you're a snowman fan, I have a couple of friends that like snowmen. My mom loves snowmen. So if you're into snowmen, but they do have the gingerbread as well. So if you want to buy the boy and the girl, I do think these are going to be kind of popular. For $7, they're iffy, but when you go into the store, you feel it, see it. It may really, really be, worth it. I know I used to shop for stuff like this at like CVS and Walgreens and places like that. And boy, oh boy, they were so expensive. Like one year I found one around this size and I wanted to get it and it was like $25 and I just couldn't afford it. So $7, can't beat it. Super cute. Look at the little boy and the little girl. So cute. She's holding a little peppermint stick. Super adorable. You can have that for years. Put it in the kids' room on the shelf or something. I'm sure the kids will love it. You can put some little fairy lights around it, light it up, that kind of thing. Okay, moving on. We're going to go ahead and leave this at relevance and see if it'll shuffle a few items so we don't have to keep going back and forth. So we do have some stackable decor here. We have some more nutcrackers. You know, Dollar Tree is kind of famous for their nutcrackers. They always come out with a series of nutcrackers every single year. They switch them up and tweak them a little bit every single year. So if you need nutcrackers, these are going to be somewhere between $1.25 and $1.50. They're advertised on the website as $1.50, but that doesn't mean they're all going to be $1.50. I'm learning. I mean, I was saying that when I first started the series three episodes ago, but now I'm realizing, sometimes, prices vary. So this is going to stand 9 inches high if you're interested. And I love the fact that they did a lot of green this year. So it looks like they have 2 different green ones, like the pirate sort of one or whatever. And then they have this one. And then, of course, they have your traditional. They do have one in a pastel jacket as well. So if you're doing any kind of pastels, that might work for you. But, people are on budgets these days, you guys. Things are very expensive everywhere you go. So Dollar Tree still saves the day in terms of their selection of their lower priced items. Okay, so we do have some more Cobblestone Corner Christmas Village items. I did point this out last week. Some people like this kind of stuff, so I make sure and, bring light to it. We've got some Christmas carolers. We've got Santa. We've got your, people that are shopping or whatever. We've got some vintage cars and trucks and stuff like that. We still have the bench and the lighthouses. They have these every single year. If you're wondering what the packaging looks like for these, it is on the wall. It's usually on the end cap. So they sell things in 2s. They're miniature. So just know they are very small, but you do get 2 in a package. So there's that. And I have a feeling that a lot of this stuff is still $1.25, to be honest. So don't sleep on this kind of stuff if you're preparing for Christmas. We did talk about these LED Christmas trees. There are 4 different kinds. So you might want to check that in a store. We do have these metal cutouts. These are $7. So those are kind of spendy, but they still got that vintage vibe. So if you guys are looking to, get these metal signs, I don't know how big they are. So let's see how big they are in case you want to stick this in a wreath or something. This stands about 18 inches high, or excuse me, 24 inches high. So that's pretty tall. I don't know if you'd want to use it as a wreath, but definitely check it out. There are 3 different patterns, as you can see. I like the snowman with the deer, but if you're a Santa lover, the Santas are cute too. The little reindeer, he's holding the kitty, and then you have him holding his toy bags as well. And it still has that real vintage vibe. So definitely cute. It got 5 stars. Somebody rated it 5 stars. So Dollar Tree doesn't let down when it comes to the print and the detail in the print. So, you never know. You never know. All right, let's keep going. Oh, my allergies, you guys. The weather's changing here and my allergies are just getting to me. All right, so we do have quite a few. Now, these come in really handy, these Christmas metal wreaths. I priced these at Hobby Lobby last night. They run normally, you guys, at other stores, probably even including somewhere like Target. I would say these run about $3 to $5, and Dollar Tree always comes through for these. You can get them now in green, gold, and red, and they're $1.25. $1.50. Well, they used to be $1.25, so I can't really say that they're going to be $1.50 in your store. They may be $1.25, but stack up on these. If you need these for your cupboards or something, you can still use these and get quite a few for inexpensive prices. You can spray paint them if they're not the right color. You can spray them a darker green. You can spray them a silver, antique gold, anything like that. But these really do come through. I'm using them as we speak for fall on my cupboards. And I actually used the black ones from from Halloween. I didn't even know they had them for Halloween. So definitely check those out. We've got, the pillow covers. We talked about these last week. We've got the soap dispensers. We talked about those as well. Those are, now remember, check the prices here because the soap dispensers are $5. Some of these items are $7. This is just shuffling everything and kind of mixing it, and putting everything together at the same time. So definitely, check out everything at your local Dollar Tree. They did come out with these like miniature cobblestone trees, and they have like the peppermints, on the bottom. They came out with those, I feel like, a couple of years ago, and they're really cute. Like, these are really great, you guys. I mean, I know they're kind of interesting colors, but these are really great to put in like lanterns and things. Like, if let's say you have some plain lanterns and you want to customize your lanterns yourself, and you want to put like fake snow, bottle trees and stuff like that. And let's say you're doing some kind of a candy theme or something for your child or something, or you're going pink this year and you've never done that. Dollar Tree's great at any filler stuff like that. So definitely check it out. I don't know if you're interested in that, but Dollar Tree doesn't let down when it comes to some of the filler kind of stuff. But you got to watch your budget, girl, because when you get to the register, you're like, I just spent $150. How did I even do that? Do you know what I mean? At Dollar Tree. So still happens, actually. Still happens. All right, you guys, we're going to continue on here, and we're going to continue on to see everything that Dollar Tree is bringing us. Let's see. We want to stick to Christmas because that holiday has not come yet, but we definitely want to share. So this is the Cobblestone Decor one piece. This one's $1.50. We know they have these every single year, and they do tweak them. So definitely, check these out if you're in the store. See what they have this year. See how they tweak them and stuff like that. They do have some reindeers. These are $6. So I don't know if I shared these last week. I feel like I possibly did, but these are like, figurines kind of things. These are $6 a piece. They only got 3 stars. I'm waiting for Dollar Tree to, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just click on write a review. Do they allow pictures on the reviews? So Dollar Tree does not allow photos, which is interesting. If you guys want to leave a review, this is kind of what it looks like. I've never actually shown this on a live before, but you can rate it. You can put in, obviously your thoughts. You can title the review. You can also put a nickname in there, your email. I don't know why they want all that, but anyways, but the one thing they don't allow you to do, it says add images. So they do. Okay, great. So I wish that people would leave more in-person photos to give other people like ideas, right, of how to use these things. So if you do leave a review on Dollar Tree, definitely insert your photo, because that would be awesome, especially for people that see this kind of stuff and don't know like what to do with it possibly. There's a lot of people that struggle with decorating in general, like myself, and kind of sometimes we need ideas. So definitely, if you get a chance to review something on the Dollar Tree website, make sure that you also leave a photo and see what you did with it, right? It always helps the future customer. That's what we have Pinterest for, right? Is we just mock like a lot of the pictures that we see to give us an idea. And then as we do that, we start to, develop creativity from that. So definitely check that out. All right. So I'm just trying to go through the Christmas stuff very quickly. Like I said, every single week, even though we've already covered Christmas, we want to see what's new. We want to see if they've added anything in the area, of Christmas. Unfortunately, like I've said many, many times, Dollar Tree does not allow us to do one big overall Christmas tour. They only do it in categories. So it sucks for me because I have to like choose which category I want to go through. And then, trying to go through the multiple pages can take a long time. Do you know what I mean? So, but I used to let the live stream download and then edit it and cut it out and chop it up and make it shorter. And now I just think, what, timestamping works. People can jump around and fast forward to whatever it is that they're looking for. So we do have some inflatable outdoor things. I think these are brand new. They didn't have these last week. They are $10. They have a nutcracker, a snowman, and a Santa. So this is where we didn't see the $10, I don't believe, last week. We only saw $7, I believe. So yeah, they're going to start implementing a little bit higher price items because they're going to be like larger things, maybe for the yard, maybe, larger decor pieces or what have you. And that's where you're going to see the price increase a little bit. But it always shows you on the left side, if you're on the website, how many items, are this much, how many items are that much, that kind of thing. So it definitely gives you a heads up. Okay, Chrome, you guys, is one of those things that always lags for me. But anyways, here is the items. And this is what they look like. So you have your Nutcracker, your snowman, and your Santa. And my page is going to reload, just so you guys know. So if you're watching this, it's going to reload here in a second. It's thinking up on the top of the screen. So unfortunately, anyway, it's going to come in this box. If you guys are curious as to what the box looks like for this, it comes in a cardboard box, and it's going to be loaded on the stocked on the shelf. Sorry, I know I'm scrolling quickly. Anyway, it took me out of that page. I apologize because I refreshed the screen. Anyway, lots of bottle brush trees. Like I said, good for fillers. We've got some more oversized ornament type things shaped as bulbs. So these are going to be $4. They have a little bit of like garland on the top. You can customize these if you need to. You could probably pop these signs off of the top. Maybe just use the plaid if that's what you want to do. It looks like there's 3 different plaid designs. So you can always pop the top off, because those signs are usually just like really lightly super glued on the front. So if you guys can find, a way to repurpose this, definitely check it out. These, in terms of size, are 12 inches wide and 11.73 inches tall, it says. So you might want to look in the bonus section of Dollar Tree and just start looking around and see what the sizes are, or watch your favorite creators who will take you through the store and show you actually what they look like in terms of size. Some creators actually take a measuring tape in the store with them and start showing you how tall things are and stuff like that. Now, one thing I've been bypassing since I started this thing is Dollar Tree brought back their little trees. They've had these trees for a long time, but it seems like for some reason from our visual here that they really fluffed it up to make it thick, or they actually have improved the quality of the tree itself. I know, for years and years, a lot of us, bought the trees and just noticed they were real sparse and sort of real spacey, when you put them out. And it looks like they might have improved it. I don't know. This could just be the way that the picture is and the way that they actually assembled this. I'm not sure, but it looks like they've improved the quality of the tree itself. So for $1.25, $1.50, depending on what they're going for in your own store, you might be able to get one of these if you need just a small one to put somewhere. All right, so let's continue on. This is all the decor, you guys. It's just a ton of it. I'm trying not to go too fast for those of you that care. We're in the variation of prices right now, so I didn't do it like I normally do it. For timestamp purposes, most of the time I section it out, so I can let you guys know what the cheapest prices are. And so what I can do, actually, let's do that. So this says 40 items for $1.50. So let's do that. So all of the things that I've been sharing with you are pretty much going to run $1.25 to $1.50 in your personal store. We know these bottle brush flock trees, they were pretty popular for a long time. I don't know how many people are really doing flocked anymore. I know a lot of people have gone back to the traditional green. So definitely check that out if that's something that you're interested in. Those go really quickly. Just like these green bottle brush trees, they're minis, but they go really fast. These two, the cobblestone ones, go really quickly as well. Let's see. We've got some yardsticks or signs that have gnomes this year. I think I might have brought that out in the past as well in last week's episode. So if you're a gnome fan, these are super cute. You can always take these off the stakes and use them for whatever reason. They are really cute, though. Look at this one, has a poinsettia on his little hat. That's so cute. This one has a mistletoe on his hat. So if you guys are gnome fans, definitely check that out. I've never really been a fan of gnomes. I'm not really sure why. But yeah, so these are all the items that are $1.50. I've kind of gone back now just to make sure that, I can share with you anything and everything in your personal store that's going to come in ranging from $1.25 to $1.50. I'm sorry I didn't start that way. I should have, for those that are wondering, what are the cheapest things at the Dollar Tree? They do have some placemats that are running $1.50, $1.25. So these are like almost like little foresty looking things that looks like they're reversible as well. Or, you know, you can switch them over. And on the back side is green. So as you can see, you probably could use them either way. If you're looking for this hunter green, those would really work out if you're looking. So these might be a hit, perhaps even if you don't want to use the pattern. So it's nice that they did that reversible. That's great. For $1.25, girl, that's a great price. You know, you can use you can use those. Those are definitely, you can do anything with those. Okay, so let's continue bringing in all the items that will be $1.25 to $1.50. Let's see. We do have these little Christmas doorknobs. They are making oversized doorknobs right now. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can check in this store. They have the buffalo check white and black and buffalo check red and black. I don't know how many people do buffalo check anymore. Dollar Tree has always had a big ensemble and selection of snow globes. So check those out if that's something that's you're interested in. And that's going to do it, you guys. It's a very, very, very small selection of $1.25 to $1.50, at least on the website. Obviously in the store, you might find some other stuff, but as you can see, even narrowing it down to $1.50, you guys, it's pretty small. That's all I'm going to say. All right. It looks like the biggest selection that they have is on the $7 range. So I find that very interesting. It's like they're either mostly pricing things at $1.25 to $1.50, or they're pricing things at $7. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else that I missed on the $7 range that I didn't show. Let's see. So a lot of this stuff I already pointed out. Let's see. Okay, so here is the Christmas house LED tabletop decor. I think I talked about that last week. Not a lot that we see new. The shelf sitters. These are going to come in two Santas, two snowmen. I did show these last week. These are really cute if you're into this kind of thing. They have one that's a darker plaid with the black, and they have one Santa traditional. His body is gray. Then they have two different snowmen, and these are going to run $7. Okay, so you know, just keep in mind that $7 is kind of a thing right now. Okay, so we do have quite a few items that are $7. We want to keep through this. Now, I did see someone show these character door hangers. There is a gingerbread. That's probably why a lot of people are interested in them. I don't know if they're going viral on TikTok or not, but they are $7 a piece. They are quite large. Excuse me. They're quite large, so they're going to be oversized. Are they worth $7? I think that's just a personal preference, to be honest. I mean, if you're really seasoned at shopping everywhere, you would have to be the judge if $7 is worth it. But that is the one page of $7 items. Okay, so that is everything. I apologize for scrolling quickly here. What else can I show you that we might want to check in on? We can do kitchen and dining. I don't know if any of you guys care about that. Kitchen and dining has really kind of stayed pretty equivalent. Now, this Winter Wonderland tree thing must be at one of the higher end stores. It's got to be at Kirkland's or at Pottery Barn, Anthropologie, somewhere like that. Kirkland. Oh, did I say Kirkland's? But because we saw this at Hobby Lobby as well. So this forced plate set, but they have 65 items at $1.50. So let's see how many. So they are selling these plates at 10.5 inches for $1.50. You might be able to score them for $1.25. I don't know anymore though. They sell these character plates. We talked about those last week. Charger plates, always kind of been there as a staple. They switch them out every single year in terms of what colors and things like that they're promoting. Red obviously is a staple, so they probably, you know, have the red ones out. I don't remember. I don't know if they tweak the red or not. I don't know if they've always done like this deep cranberry red or if it's been a classic red. But if you need charger plates, red never fails. So you might want to just grab them just for a stash, you know, thing, even if you don't use them. We did talk about these jars. These jars came out for fall as well. They come in like the darker green and the red, and you can use that as a base. They are pretty large. They also have them in clear. They're embossed, and they have like candy canes and like snowflakes and stuff on them. I showed these last week. See, they're embossed. Each one of them is different. So if you guys are wondering what they look like, these are made by Greenbrier. So these are manufactured by Dollar Tree. But see how they have like one has like a stocking, a Christmas tree, and a candy cane. And this one just has like a Christmas tree and a snowflake. So they're very different, but you can take the lid off of them and use them as little vases. You can do that as well, or put some fairy lights inside of them. There's lots of ideas I feel like you can do. And again, for $1.25, not bad. And these are quality. Any glass item that Dollar Tree usually sells is pretty durable. And except for the drinkware, I think some of their glasses are kind of thin glass. So just be careful if you buy those. Some of them, just tend to break in the dishwasher and stuff like that. These charger plates are new. I did talk about them several times. They're gold. They're embossed. So I think they're cut out like it says for gold. They're like a champagne gold. They might be more glittery than they appear on camera, but definitely check them out if you want to do something different. So they have their towels. I did talk about the, candy cane kind of thing, They have everything for it. They have the towels, the mitts, the pot holders, all that good stuff. We talked about that last week. They have some plaid placemats. They have the holly, what is it called? Holly. And then they have these tapestry placemats. There are 4 different patterns in the tapestry. So if you guys like tapestry, this might work for you. They do have a red one with just regular, what do you call it? Snowflakes. Sorry. Then they have poinsettias, and then they have the joy, and they have this one that just has the holly, mistletoe type, whatever it's called. I don't know if these are reversible. You'd have to look in the store. I'm not really sure. They maybe just be one print all the way around, but they are still $1.25, which is nice. So Dollar Tree is still giving us a break in some aspects. It's not all, just over the top prices. So you're still going to get, you're still going to save money. I feel like, especially if you love the Dollar Tree, you're going to love it. I mean, they come out with stuff every single year. It's not going to stop people from shopping there. It's not going to stop us from, loving the store. It's just one of those things where you have to be more mindful for your budget, because as we know, Dollar Tree can get you. That's for sure. All right. We have some more placemats here. They did come out with the candy cane ones, which is super cute. So if you guys are interested to see the candy cane one, it is reversible, by the way. So you can turn it over. But the candy cane's cute. I mean, it's really cute. I would venture to say these are probably made of polyester. Are they going to wash well? I'm not sure. But if I was you, I would definitely just wash them in cold. Don't dry them. Just let them air dry. You could also iron them as well. Polyester irons pretty well and takes heat okay. But definitely check it out. They do have different patterns if you guys are into this kind of thing and you're just on a budget. Listen, some of us are on a budget, man. We can't go to Hobby Lobby and pay $3 a placemat. It doesn't sound like it's very much, but when you're buying for several people and you're trying to put your dinner together, you got to be on a budget. Okay. You got to be on a budget, and Dollar Tree comes through for that kind of stuff. So there is, some stuff that we're going to find at $1.25, $1.50, because I was advertising, like I said, things or promoting things as $1.50 on the website, and then realizing, hey, there's still $1.25 in the store. So you just have to kind of go into your personal store or watch someone that lives in your state and just verify that the prices are still $1.25. So this is cute. This is sweet as a Christmas cookie. If you want some gingerbread pot holders, these are really cute. They do have the boy and the girl on them. And then you just have the basic red ones with the snowflakes. So definitely, check this out if you're interested. I think I will say, as a person that has bought pot holders and mitts from Dollar Tree, even the towels, I will say I don't like my microfiber. That's not my jam. But I will say that the cotton ones or the blends ones like these, like this right here, they have improved them, because I have washed them and dried them just to see what happens. And they've improved, I feel like, over the years. So they're not as flimsy or as, hard to keep in place as they used to be. But I will say that once you do wash them and dry them, you might have to iron them if you're just putting them out for like decor or something, or like in the kitchen as an accent. Um, they did come out with these new plates. I didn't see these last week, so these are kind of new. These are like, I guess, cookies for Santa type of thing. These are plastic. They're round trays. So these are oversized trays. So if you're taking cookies to work or something like that, you're having your, annual potluck in the break room, you're putting things out for people, even if you go to the store and buy things in bulk or you go to Costco or Sam's, these are always fun. You can cover them with saran wrap and stuff like that. So very cute. Dollar Tree comes through for that kind of thing. Still at $1.25. Remember, we are under the checked tab of $1.25, $1.50. So definitely worth, investing in if you're back in the office and you're starting to take stuff to work and stuff like that. Okay. So we do have some round tins. We did talk about that. Paper plates, all that good stuff. We have these mugs that are advertised. They're white with a gold trim. We have the plastic Santa belt cups. Not really fond of those. We do have some dishes, for like chips and dip and things like that. We do have some flannel back vinyl tablecloths. So if you guys are, just needing a tablecloth just for the sake of, remember Dollar Tree's tablecloths, at least the ones for $1.25, are pretty thin. So just make sure, if you're putting something hot on it or something like that, that it's not going to melt or something like that. Okay, so they did come out with these cable knit embossed mugs. Those are new. They're like sweater weather. Anyway, these are going to come in green, white, and red. They're really nice. I like those. These are 16-ounce mugs. And are they dishwasher safe, microwave safe? Yes. So that's the great thing about Dollar Tree, because when I'm telling you, girl, when you go into Home Goods and TJ Maxx, all these beautiful cups everybody's investing in for like $7, $7.99, $10, $12, they are not microwave safe. You have to hand wash them only because they're delicate. They're like craft stuff. And everything at Dollar Tree, you guys, that they sell is usually microwave safe and dishwasher safe. So that's what I love about Dollar Tree still. Okay. So definitely, grab these if you're going to give a gift basket or something like that, because every time you have something that's dishwasher safe and microwave safe, girl, we all use the dishwasher. Some of us use the microwave. We're slow coffee drinkers. I got a half a cup in here. I haven't touched it because I'm talking. But with that said, those are the great ones to put in your gift baskets for Christmas, because you can use them in the microwave. I love that. All right, so let's continue to cover just the $1.25, $1.50 items in the dinnerware. So lots of towel variations this year, mitts and pot holders, like I said, plates and mugs and so forth. Sorry, I'm scrolling quickly. There is 2 pages to this, so let's go ahead and get through that. So let's see. Let's make sure. Chrome, you guys, just does this to me. I apologize. Chrome is it just populates slow. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that, but I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can take off one of those things and see if that. I apologize for the delay. So for some reason, Chrome does this to me sometimes. I don't know if there's traffic on the website. I don't know if it's my computer, but it should not be doing this. But Chrome does it to me every time. So my apologies on that. So let's see if we can go to page 2. Can we go to page 2 from the top? I apologize for going. You're like, what are you doing? Oh my God, I'm dizzy. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to scroll really quickly down to the bottom. Okay, close your eyes. All right, let's go to page 2 and see what they got for page 2. So we did talk about these gold charger plates last week. The snowflake. Now, snowflakes are in right now. The embossed, brandy glasses and stuff that have been going viral. Snowflakes seem to be making their way around. So I don't know if that's popular, but it seems to be the thing for this year. So you're going to see a lot of snowflake print, a lot of candy canes, like I said. So this gold charger plate, I do believe, is the newest on the scene. thing for Dollar Tree. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't remember seeing gold last year. I know sometimes they do green, red, silver, and maybe they've done gold in the past, but I don't remember them doing this snowflake type thing. So you're going to be able to get this in round or in rectangle. We've got your glittery charger plates. The holly wreath bowls, I think they've had those for some time. And then the snowflake stemmed wine glasses, like I said, snowflakes are making their way around as well. So that's something to think about if you guys need multiple cup glasses or something like that. Like I said, the winter wonderland type forest, I don't know, tree plates. This one has a border though, a green border. So I don't know. I know we looked at the ones at Hobby Lobby last night. Oh my God, they have some beautiful ones, but they're up there. They're spendy. They're like $6-7 a plate, but they are beautiful. All right, so that is everything for the $1.25 in the dinnerware or kitchen and dining, if you will. Definitely just want to make sure we're retouching Christmas. It's not here yet. People don't like when you go too far into the future. They want to know, what's going on right now, because Christmas is they're starting to prepare, they're starting to plan, and I'm just revisiting. So there's only 14 items in the stockings, and I did cover the stockings last week, so I really don't need to, kind of go too deep in this. I think they've been doing the sweater type of stocking for a while now. So I don't really need to point that out. They have the bike gift bags still with a lot of patterns, and these are new as well. So they have like a nutcracker and a ballerina. Very cute. Those are satin though, so I don't know how well you are into that. But they also have these as well. They have like one with like little legs and arms. So definitely go into Dollar Tree, look at all the stockings, see what you're thinking, see, if you need anything. Even if you're doing gift baskets or you want to add a stocking to a gift basket in a saran wrap bag, those are perfect for that because they're lightweight, and in case the person doesn't want to keep it or something, or I don't know, or you want to keep the cost down and you're making multiple, those stockings are perfect for that. And you can put, like packing paper in the bottom of them or what have you. All right, so let's go back to the Christmas stuff and just feel around a little bit. I did talk about the accessories. Maybe some of you might be interested in the ornaments still. I guess I will go through that one and just see. I can repopulate it to new just to see what it's pushing out. Most of everything for Christmas, you guys, I have already covered. And I know most of you are only interested in the cheapest items, but as you can see here with the prices, I don't know if you can see that. Let me just peek in and see if you can see that. You can tell right here that Dollar Tree is giving you a rundown. And the great thing is when you see these higher prices and you start to freak out, you can actually just check the box and see what is to be expected, in terms of hiking up these prices. They did add a $15 item that was not here last week. They added a $10 item this week that was not here this week. There's only one, but regardless, it's still opening the door to add more products that are over $7. And so you're going to see that range between $8 and, $10 and $25. So Dollar Tree isn't really Dollar Tree anymore. Okay. So most of what we have shown you over the weeks that we started this series, even for Halloween and everything, we've already went over all the different LED lights, string lights. They have those, every single year, 10 light strings. They do have the gingerbread houses. I'll show you those one more time. These to me are going to be very popular. I'm not sure if they're going to go quickly. They just are because they're different. Did they have these last year? Perhaps, I don't know. But for those of you that love gingerbread, they do have a little gingerbread house. So we do know that Dollar Tree comes out with the character like string lights every single year. So that's not really anything new. I'm just trying to recover Christmas, you guys, for 2025, just to make sure that anything new, you're informed. Yeah, this is one page. It's one page of 150 items. Look how short it is. It's like, what? Yeah, so that is all. As far as $10 items, $25 items, like I said, $25 items, you guys, are going to be the Christmas trees and any kind of, like they have the glitter gift boxes. We talked about those last week. And then, of course, the tinsel buck decor or whatever. We talked about that last week, so I really don't need to recover that. As far as $20 goes, there's only one item at $20. And that's going to be fir hinge tree. So that's a Christmas tree. So that's this one. We did talk about the Christmas trees. They come in green and white. I don't know why it's not white. Chrome is really messing up, you guys. There we go. So it's the green and white for $20. They are 6 feet trees. They're not going to be quality probably, but if you're on a budget and you just need a Christmas tree for the kids, can you get it cheaper at Walmart? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. So they do have one item priced at $15. Chrome is lagging. Oh my God. Chrome is lagging, you guys. Oh my God. I hate it. I don't know why it checks $7 and $15, but it's kind of nice that we get to do both though. Let's take off $20. We don't need it. Okay, this $15 one is a pre-lit green porch tree. So 3.5 feet at $15. Maybe. It looks a little sparse and it doesn't look like it has very many lights on it, but for $15, you might be able to, I don't know, that might be acceptable to you. Is it comparable to somewhere else? I don't know. But 3.5 feet for $15. So that's new. I don't think we saw that last week. So that's now on the website. It could have been in the stores already. I don't quite know. You would have to tell me. But come on. Chrome is really letting me down right now. I don't know what is going on. Let me close this. I feel like maybe I have something in here that I need to shut down. I'm thinking here, I'm going to stop that and see if that helps populate whatever's going on here, because we're looking for the $15. I'm thinking, I don't know why, but my Chrome is just not working with me. So my apologies for that. I'll try to, I don't know, I'll try to help you guys with repopulating if I can, or putting in the timestamp that there was technical difficulties. Girl. I don't know why we're having problems. It is definitely giving me a trouble though. I won't lie. All right. Are we back? Okay, cool. We're back. Okay, so it's all Christmas trees. 15, there it is. It's 3.5 feet for multi-light Christmas trees pre-lit. It's a 1 count, so even though they have 2 on the picture, don't get misled. It's 1 tree for $10 at 3.5 feet. Somebody said it was 5 stars. I mean, I don't know. But then you have these pre-lit porch trees for $15, and they're potted. So not bad for that. As far as the $7 items go, I think I already covered that for you. Yeah, we've already covered the $7 items. Let's cover the $5 items. Just these bows. I don't know if I pay $5 for a bow, though. Not when Hobby Lobby has 50% off. I don't know. You let me know. Okay, and then they have some string lights. So 100 string lights for $6. Is that a good price? I don't know. Because I know a lot of us don't have Big Lots anymore as well. So we're kind of stuck going to Walmart, right? Or Dollar Tree. All right. Let's see. Ornaments. Let's see if they added any new ornaments. I don't think so. But we'll see. Anything new? A lot of what we've seen right now is not new. Let's stick to $1.50. We've got 62 items. We're looking for the red sticker of new. A lot of this stuff is just, they're saying it's just in, but we've kind of covered all these already. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on this just because we've already been here, done that. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything to, so you're informed. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of what we're seeing here is stuff we saw last week. This is going to range between $1.25 and $1.50. Pretty much everything we saw here is returns. So like, you know what I mean? Resurfacing. Okay, so that is everything for Christmas, pretty much. Wall decorations, did we cover that? I feel like we already covered wall decorations like several times. I hate to keep repeating myself every single week, but what are you going to do? $1.25. So they only have one thing in here at $1.25. I don't know why. They have 21 items at $1.50. I don't know. And a lot of this stuff I've already shared with you. And you might even find this in your store at $1.25. I'm not sure. Just because it's advertised as $1.50 doesn't mean, maybe everything is a quarter more because of shipping. I really have no idea. But they do have these peppermint things. I don't think these were here last week. So if you guys are doing candy cane. This peace sign I don't think was here last week. These Santa signs are new, I feel like. I don't remember seeing or sharing those. So these are new, in my opinion. These are new. These are cute. Oh, chrome. So I feel like these are new for $1.25. Very cool. Let's see. Anything else? I don't know why Chrome is lagging so much. It's like later in the day now. I don't know why. My apologies. I don't know why. I need to start using like Firefox, as mentioned before, because Chrome just tends to lag. I don't know what the hell is up with it. But anyway, moving on. These signs are new here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It has a deer with the antlers. We have these elves and the Santa. Those are kind of new. Let It Snow, Merry Christmas. New gift bags, and that's it. That's all they have for $1.50. These also advent calendars they have every single year. I think those are like Velcro. Okay, so they only have one item for $6. I don't quite know what that is for in the sign area. Where is it? Sorry for scrolling quickly. I apologize. Let's see. I don't know. It showed me one $6 item. I don't know what it is. What is it? Oh, the wreaths. That's right. Okay, so there's some tinsel wreaths. They only got 2 stars according to somebody, so you might have to check. Okay, so let's see what else can we like explore here. Do they have anything for Valentine's Day out to see? I don't think Valentine's Day is ready yet. Party decor. Let's see. They have 4 pages of it. So some of the things that are going to come out for Valentine's Day, I will do a new video. I'm just adding this in because I like to jump ahead. I just do. If you're like, girl, I am not even ready for this. Well, I will timestamp it and you don't have to see it. There's 118 items. So they have loaded full on Valentine's Day at this point. They have 21 items for $1.25. So let's start with Valentine's Day for $1.25. They have the regular bags, the little treat sacks. They have a lot of the gift bags that they have every single year. Tablecloths. They do have some treat bags in different patterns for Valentine's Day. You're going to start seeing all of this in the store. It will start arriving probably in the next couple of weeks. You're going to see full-blown Valentine's Day. If it's ready on the website, it's coming into the store. So they're already moving out, girl. They're moving on out of Christmas. You're like, wait a minute, it's only October 12th. What are you doing? You know what I mean? It's just the way of retail. They force us to like morph into the future. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So that was all of the $1.25 items. Now let's look at the $1.50 items. There are many more for $1.50. So they do have some embossed signs. These are new for 2025. So these are hanging signs, very cute. I don't know how many of you guys really care too much about Valentine's Day, but people do. You know, they dress their little areas up. They decorate their cubes. They maybe have a hutch where they just switch it out, you know, every little season to make things festive in the living room or in the dining room or what have you. You know, most people don't go full on. You know, some people do, but some people don't. They do have the wooden heart-shaped lawn signs, and these are going to come little assorted conversation hearts. They have these little like heart planters. These are the glitter heart pots. They have these every single year. They have some new themed horizontal signs. A lot of people like these horizontal signs. They use them for DIYs. So there are different ones this year. There's 4 different patterns. So Valentine forever, loads of fun. All we need is love, free hugs, and sweets for my sweet. So if you guys are in the market to use these for whatever reason, or you like them as is, these are available. These are all the $1.50 items, you guys, as well. We are repopulating them, or let's just do relevance. It's fine. Because they're still $1.50 no matter what we do. So that way, if we just do relevance, then we can stick to everything they have. Now, I will do a specific video moving forward, probably next Sunday, to revisit this and move on from Christmas. And I do this early so you know what to look for. We did talk about these bears last week, the rubber ducks and the squishy bears. I kind of did it as a highlight or as an up and coming. They do have the Valentine's Day string lights. These are going to come at $1.25 or $1.50. So it's funny. What I think is funny, you guys, on the website is that they have the packaging advertised as $1.25, but they have the price as $1.50. Don't you think that's hilarious? See, they started embossing the prices on the website, and everybody was like, "Why are you doing that?" And then they had the employees kind of go around putting these little red dot stickers over all the prices, like, "Hey, right? Hey." So I find that hilarious that this says $1.25 and this says $1.50. So there you go. All right, moving on. We're going to stay in the relevance mode here because it's it just keeps us intact. Okay. So we're going to wait for Chrome to populate because I don't know what its problem is today, but it is not loading the photos or images the way that it should be. Okay. So we do have all of the standards. So we do have the glass containers. They have those every year. We have the printed coffee cups at 16 ounces. We have the Valentine's Day heart baskets. We have the $1.50 Valentine's cards. I know a lot of people go to Dollar Tree for that for their kids. We have the buckets. They've been around for a very long time. We have the Valentine's Day Squishy and Pop Sensory Party Favors. We have these little assorted dessert-shaped cups. So they're very cute. One looks like an ice cream. One looks like a cupcake sort of type of thing. And the other one looks, I don't know, a little bit like, I don't even know what that is, but there's 3 different ones. We have some big glass bear jars. These I think aren't new. I think these have been around for a while, but they are pretty cute. They do have a lid on them. You can use them as a little vase or whatever. Super cute. You can put fairy lights in them, you know, if you're dressing up the kids' room, that kind of thing. They come in clear and in dark red. They are so cute. I don't know if they've always had a face on them. I feel like I don't remember them having a face on them, but I could be wrong because I don't go into Dollar Tree all that much. One is pink actually, and one is red. So I said clear at first, so my apologies on that. But one is actually tinted pink and one is tinted red. So very cute. You might be able to use the red one for Christmas. I'm not sure. So if they're already out in the store, you could probably, I know teddy bears have been a thing lately. They were very much a thing for Halloween. So they might be bringing them in for Christmas. Who knows? All right, moving on for Valentine's Day 2025. Why? I don't know. Why are we having such a technical issue? Oh my gosh, girl. I don't know why. It is frustrating though. I won't lie to you. It is very frustrating. Okay. So moving on, we have more Disney Valentine's Day cards. They have these little light up robot and pop rocker party favors. They light up, I guess. Gnomes. We know the gnomes always show up for every season. They have them for Valentine's Day. They have them for Christmas. They have them for St. Patrick's Day. They have them for everything. They have some new mitts in with some new patterns. So if you guys are into this, it's Cupid's Sweetheart Cafe. Super cute on this one. Look at that one. So adorable. I'm not too much of a big fan of the one with the white and the red, but I certainly like the pink one. It's very, very cute. And these are most likely going to be $1.25 in your store rather than $1.50, but I could be wrong. They are 3 pieces. Really? 3 pieces? Wow. Okay, so this is the little Cupid Sweetheart Cafe. Be My Valentine. So cute. Then the pot holders. Here is the white set and the mitt as well. So very cute. Very, very, very cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so there's that. So we are doing Valentine's Day 2025 right now. And for those of you that see this on the playback crew, hearts out to you. Please like the video if you enjoy the content. Please forgive the lag in the Technics, you guys. It's the internet. It's Chrome. I don't know why it's not loading our images for us. Look, I don't know why, you guys. Every time I hit the back button, it's not loading the images quickly enough. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know if it's the website, but you can't hold that against me because I have no control over any of this. Like, I just don't. It shouldn't be doing it, though. I will definitely tell you that. It should not be doing this. So frustrating. And then the minute it loads the image, the minute I try to refresh the screen. Okay, so if it refreshes on its own, it's not my fault. All right, moving on. We have some signs, some Valentine's Day wine glasses and such. We have the regular Valentine's Day scalloped little plastic containers they do every single year if you're baking for Valentine's Day. I know a lot of times the kids have some kind of party or, you know, you're elected to bring snacks or whatever. Now, I don't know if schools still allow you to bring fresh goods. I'm not sure. I think they have to be packaged. I don't know. But I think that's like a new rule, isn't it, with the schools and stuff? All right. So this is the gnomes. I know some people like to look and see what gnomes are coming in. The reason why I do this is because sometimes you get to the store and there's only 1 or 2 and you're like, hey, is that, you know, how many are in this collection? So with that said, let me go ahead and show you the gnomes. It refreshed the screen. Did you see that? I don't know about Chrome. All right, so here are the gnomes. This is the whole collection. So you have one with like a disco pink hat. You have one with a red heart hat. You have the one holding the little card above its head. You have a pink sequins one and a white one. So very cute. If you're wondering how large these are or how tall these are, they are 6 inches high. So very cool for $1.25 or $1.50. I don't. It says $1.50, but I'm going to be safe and just say $1.25. But I could be wrong. Excuse me. I could be wrong. We don't know. All right. Let's continue. These are the larger gnomes. Now, these are also being advertised as $125, $150. I'm going to say that range because I don't know. These are a little cuter, in my opinion, if you are a gnome lover. So this one kind of has a little bit of black sequins in it. This one has a white heart with the red heart. Excuse me, a white hat with the red heart. Red hat with like a reddish pink heart. Red with white, and then pink with white and red. So cute. I love the polka dots. Very cool. So if you guys are interested in these, super cute. If you want to dress up your desk or whatever, just with a little something, something. This is so cute. So really cute. Gnomes are cute. I just feel like it's got to be one of those things that you like kind of collect. I do appreciate, though, I will say that someone actually loaded an image. I wish on Dollar Tree that a lot more people would rate things and load images, because as you can see, there is a review down here. And in that review, look at, I love this. I love when people show what they're doing with it. So if you get a chance, you guys, definitely, review stuff on Dollar Tree, load images. Just really cute. It gives people an idea of what's going on, what they look like, people that do DIYs. I absolutely love this. I love that people took the time to add a review and load images. I absolutely love that. I think Dollar Tree needs that more, especially right now with their prices being raised. I think Dollar Tree's website, it just doesn't get enough affection, to be honest. I feel like so many people just don't go to the website because there's a store in every corner, and they just don't go, people should know. Like, now that they have an app, I wish they bring more promotion to, driving traffic to their website to show people what things really look like. Obviously, you can go in the store on your own and look and see and stuff like that, but it really helps customers in the future, to share ideas and, kind of say, hey, this is what I did with this, or whatever. So they do have these little trees for $1.25, $1.50. I'll say that range. They come in white and in pink, and it looks like they have a little bit of confetti on them in some way. So definitely check that out if you guys do a little tree. I don't know if you guys like the white embedded in that. I'm not sure, but it is what it is for that tree. So scrolling down a little quickly, just because we got to get through this. We've got some wall clings. So go through the wall clings, you guys, if you're journals, if you do bullet journals, scrapbooking, I don't know, journaling period, junk journaling, I guess they call it, or whatever. My sister does junk journaling, so I'm learning about that. But anyways, you can use pretty much anything for junk journaling, so they say. I like the ephemera, I think it's called, or whatever. Boy, there's some people on YouTube that do some pretty amazing things with to journals. They're just like, wow, they're so crafty. I could never imagine doing that. Anyway, so the crafted Valentine's Day banners, felt, and burlap materials are coming back. These are there every single year. They come back with a different pattern, I guess, every year. So these are going to be I Will Always Love You. This one has like a little bit of the I forget what that's called. It's not jute, is it? It's like the straw looking ribbon or whatever. And then there's one that's just kind of neutral with white lettering that says Love Lives Here, and then hug, kiss, love. So very cute. And that is what's in for 2025 Valentine's Day. We're still covering all of the $1.25, $1.50 items. It is reshuffling them as we go back and forth. So I kind of like that, just because it's giving us a little bit more of what's going on. There are popcorn buckets. If you're doing any kind of a gift basket for somebody, those are cool to use. Looks like there's two patterns. We've got some pom-pom headbands. The heart-shaped baskets are always around if you guys use those for baskets. We already talked about the signs. There are some stemless cups. There are 3 different kinds, and they're like an ombre. So you have your orange and pink, right? You have your pink, and then you have your like mermaid, like a bluish purple. And I would venture to say those are probably not glass, just so you know. The mini snack dispensers have been around for a long time. I remember when these first came out. They came out in like 2016 or something, and everybody was going bonkers because there had never been anything like this that was at Dollar Tree. So if you guys remember those days, comment below. But I can just remember, I mean, I've held on to things from Dollar Tree for so long, you guys. I have a collection of socks that just won't quit. I can pull up some old videos. Maybe I'll do that, like a marathon of like that. What is that called? Like a retro marathon of my videos, and I'll put them out on this channel. And I'll try to find clips of those videos that work, which is fun. And I've talked about this before, and I used to do Dollar Tree Rewind is what I called it. And I would put all my videos out to share with you guys what I've bought over the years. Girl, I have so much stuff. Oh my God. But I've had to donate a lot of it just because it was sitting in boxes and I didn't use it all. And oh my goodness. I mean, I would give away what I could and donate, but most of what I had was donation. I donated like 36 boxes of Dollar Tree stuff to the veterans because just had no use for it. I had been carrying it around for years and years and years, and then just decided, you know what, gonna get rid of it. All right. And I loved that I could give it away because it was all brand new. It was all packaged. It was all priced. I mean, nothing was ever used. So it was very interesting. Anyway, so the seasonal collection Valentine's Day fortune cookies. I don't know if you guys know this, but this has always been my favorite. I love it. I've never been talented at decorating or anything. So everything I would do in my little area that I would decorate would be just fun and festive. It wasn't really, high end or anything. It was just whatever I could put together. And these cookie things were always like my favorite. I love these things so much because they actually have a little fortune inside of them. So if you guys get a chance to use these, they are really fun. Also, you can sprinkle them in a gift package if you want to, or a gift basket. More gnomes, trees. These are tabletop heart cone trees. We have some more ornaments if you do a tree for Valentine's Day, signs. These little plushies are brand new, I do believe, for 2025. They have a ladybug, which is really cute. They have a cat, a heart. Oh, God, these are adorable. A puppy, a mushroom, and a little mouse, it looks like. Oh, my God, these are adorable. So cute for a basket. Or if your children need to give a Valentine's Day to somebody. Kids love stuffies, you guys. It really doesn't matter how old they are. They will always keep them. Even if you have a coworker, they'll probably use them, put them in their car or whatever. And they're just absolutely adorable. So definitely check these out. So cute. Sorry, I need to zoom out a little bit on that. It won't let me. Oh, I can zoom out, right? Oops. Let me zoom out. Can I zoom out? It won't let me. See, I'm trying to zoom out. Anyways, here's the little ladybug. Sorry. That's cute, right? And then I don't like the glitter skirt. I would probably take the glitter skirt off just because it doesn't seem to go. But this is a little mushroom. How cute. And then this is the little mouse. Reminds me of, what's that mouse movie? My son played him in college. Anyway, and then the heart one, super cute with like the little balloons in its hand. So cute. So if you guys are doing any kind of gift baskets, very cool. Very cool. All right. And the kids, what's funny is the kids love it, like at any age, to put together a little basket for them is cute. I mean, I think probably girls appreciate it a little bit more than, or if you have friends, they just love the fact, the thought. Another thing that's really cool is if you were to put a couple of baskets together and go donate to senior homes. They love that, especially dementia. I can't stress that enough, you guys. The dementia, what's it called? The dementia care center, 24-hour care centers and stuff like that. I forgot what they're called. But anyways, regardless, they appreciate that kind of stuff. So definitely, and if you're going to give them snacks, you kind of have to do packaged things. Try to choose healthy snacks if you do that, because some of the dementia patients in the unit have illnesses and they can't eat certain things. So, but, it's just nice. The thought is always nice, and they would love it. Like, they don't get a lot of companies. So like things like this, like the headbands and stuff, great idea. Put it on an elderly person and it just brightens their day. take a picture with them. Do you know what I mean? Just anything. Like it's just amazing how much you can make someone's day when it comes to charity and, donating time to elderly care centers and things like that. If you get the chance, they love it. They really do. And, if you can make a habit out of it, maybe once a month, I would definitely, try to do something like that. It's really fantastic. All right, you guys, a little bit more. The yard stakes are back. These have been around for a long time. They were a big deal when they first arrived at Dollar Tree. It looks like they do have several different patterns this year. So they do have the truck, the bug. They've had the bug for a while. They have a puppy. They have the heart envelope they've had for a while. And then the baby, the cherub, I think is new. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested for Valentine's Day 2025. So again, you guys, there's 118 items for $1.50, $1.25, something like that. There was 21 items, which we started with for $1.25. So just because this says $1.50 doesn't mean that everything is going to be $1.50. So just check, your local stores, and just see, and we'll revisit this next week just to see if they add anything, because it's so early for Valentine's Day. They may get a couple odds and ends, but I really don't think they're going to get more than this, but they might. All right, you guys, I'm going to scroll up really quickly here and take the check off of the $1.50, $1.25 items. There's a couple of $2 items. There's 12 of them, so that should just be a quick page. So let's go ahead and check those out and see where we are with that. So it's mostly just like plastic items, like organization, like a bowl, a cake stand. I don't know why. We're waiting. I don't know why. My mom is down doing dishes, so if you can hear clanking, that is the reason why. Hopefully, I think the mic is pretty good about noise cancellation. Anyway, there are some plastic scoops here, some balloons, lots of different balloons. If you guys are, purchasing balloons for Valentine's Day, super cute. They've got a strawberry and a little teddy bear. I can't wait to take Naomi into the store. She loves Dollar Tree. She always has. So that is going to cover it for these items. There is 13 items at $3, and those are going to be the buckets, the signs, these signs here. Shadow boxes have increased. They used to be $1.25. Remember that? Now they're $3. So we're really seeing an increase on things that we've already seen in the past. Here's some garland that's in packaging for $3. More garland for $3. This one's in envelope. They have some Valentine's Day tabletop decor for $3. They look like dice, or like conversation dice, I guess. And then there is some hearts and bows with Valentine's Day decor. There is some tinsel hearts and some more tabletop decor. The hugs, XOXO, and kiss. And then here is another garland with glitter. So if you guys are into that, now there is 16 items at $5. So we do have these heart-shaped wreaths, I guess. We've got some balloon-shaped hearts. We've got some tier trays. They're kind of plasticky, but they did get 5 stars. We've got some roses and the LED lights. We've got some seasonal Valentine's Day heart-shaped cold drink dispensers for $5. So those might be oversized. I don't know what they're made of. They could be glass. They could be plastic. We can check just real quick. For $5, it's kind of spendy. Is it glass? Let's see. It's microwave safe. No. What's it made out of? It doesn't say. So I would venture to say it's plastic. Yeah, it doesn't tell us. As you can see, it's not really telling us what it's made out of. It doesn't say. Our great value. Nope. So I don't know. You'd have to go in the store and see. It doesn't say plastic, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, we've got some mailboxes. We know that letter mailboxes have been a thing. Those are $5. We've got some plush pillows, 15 inches. Not bad for $5. 15 inches is fair. We've got some more light up LED metal truck decor. I think that lights up. I could be wrong. And then it doesn't say LED light up. It just says Valentine's Day metal truck decor. So maybe I'm wrong. And then they have some charcuterie boards. So they're calling it a cheese board, but it's $5. Someone just said it was 1 star. So it's up to you if you think that's worth it. Seasonal collection Valentine's Day heart clip light up. These like are for pictures, you know. You can string them across a mirror or something like that. So if your child or grandchild wants to do something like that. XOXO light up marquee signs and love. We've got some heart-shaped signs with flowers, some garland, and some more signs. So this was everything that the website has listed for $5. They only have one item listed for $6. And that is going to be these. So these are polyester plush throws, 50 by 60. They have several different colors. They don't really show us the colors because there's no example. But you guys would have to be the, what do you call it? It would be up to you to see if they are worth it. They are made out of polyester, so I would say maybe a fleece material of some kind or something. I don't know. But they are 50 by 60, so for $6, not bad. You know, if your child just needs a thin blanket, fun, you know, to watch movies or something like that, definitely cute. All right, you guys, I think that is everything that I can share. As far as craft supplies, I really haven't focused a lot on crafts. They do have some wall-shaped decor in like this. I don't know what that's called, but these are kind of cool. These are new for 2025. They have a natural, kind of like a, I don't know, rustic looking one. And then they have a white one. So if any of you guys are interested in this, you could even use these as possible ornaments. Maybe you could use that. You could make a garland out of that depending on how big they are. Let's focus on the $1.50 items and the $1.25 items, which is the majority. So these are $1.25. So you could use these depending on what you're doing for Christmas. If they're out, worth it. If you're doing hearts or bows, you could do hearts and bows. That's interesting. I don't know. Mesh ribbon, they have it every year. Beaded necklaces, they have those every year. The craft wooden DIYs that come in the packages, those are still here. They have 4 different patterns for those of you that do crafts. You get 8 in a pack, and they have these 4. So they have like an engraved or what do you call it? Cutout love sign, love word. They have the hearts, and they have the multi-hearts, and then they have the 2 hearts that are connected. So if you're doing anything DIY related, they have yarn in pale pink. They have the clip-on hearts. They've had those for some time. They have them in pink and red, but they are in glitter. They have the seasonal heart LED 10-pack light-up string things. They have some stickers. They have the wood bead heart wreath. We've seen those. Remember when those first came into Dollar Tree? We remember those. So they're kind of just recovering things we've already seen in other categories. So they do have these wooden glitter heart picks, these scratch stickers, more DIY Valentine's Day kits, some gift bags, some mini wooden ornaments that are already colored. They have these felt table scatter. We've seen those before, as well as the colorful table scatter in the 60 count. I think these are like jewels. Faux jewels. They have some craft kits for Valentine's Day. They have more craft kits. They have the doilies or the heart-shaped doilies. Yeah, there we go. Those are paper, if you guys are wondering, and those sell for $1.25, $1.50 per doily. I don't think it's a 3 count. Watch me be wrong. I'm always wrong. I don't think this is it is a 3. Is it a 3 count? Yeah, I guess it is a 3. See, I stand corrected again. So you do get 3 for $1.25 or $1.50, so not bad. Anyways, All right, moving on. I think we're just about done, you guys, for Valentine's Day 2025. But again, I will visit this next week. I didn't realize that I should have checked it right before I came on, but I was trying to focus a little bit on, revisiting Christmas just because Christmas is the next holiday, right? So it's like, a lot of people are going to be focused on that. And that's a big, big, big deal. Lots goes into that in terms of decorating and preparing and gift giving and all that stuff. So Valentine's Day, no one's really that's not really entering into the noggin at the moment, but I definitely wanted to give you a sneak peek of what's coming in for 2025. You are going to see it. You're going to see it in the stores if it's not already stocked. Definitely check it out. Lots of signs coming in, the regular revisits, the restock for every year. These are DIY planes. Those are new. So they have some paper planes that are coming in different patterns. So those are kind of fun for the kids. They probably drive the parents crazy, but you know what I mean? But lots and lots of stuff, we have a lot of returns, I guess, or restocks, if you will. I don't know what you call them, but definitely check it out in the store if you want to browse around. So that's everything for the $1.25 and the $1.50 items. Let's see. There's one $3 item. What was that? One $3 item? Let's see. It's a mystery. Anyway, look it's got me checked for a $3, but it's not loading it. So there's no image or anything. So I'm not quite sure. But anyways, back to Valentine's Day 2025, because that's the next holiday. You're already going to see the St. Patrick's Day in the store already. New Year's, you're going to see the confetti, the necklaces, probably 2026 glasses coming out. I will go ahead and check New Year's. I don't, some people just grab glasses and stuff like that. So I'm talking about like party glasses, not like drinking glasses, but like glasses you put on your face. Let's check and see. Let's check and see real fast. Just real quick, at the close of this. Let's, if Chrome will let me. I'm so frustrated. Oh my God, with Chrome, girl, it's too much. I can't. The lag and everything, I don't know why it's happening that way, but regardless. Okay, so here is everything. Obviously, they don't have a lot out. Excuse me. Yeah, they don't have the glasses out or anything, party glasses. They just have this. That's it. So I'm not really sure what they're going to be having for Valentine's Day. Excuse me, I'm sorry, New Year's Eve. We can, real quick before I close out, let me show you. I just want to see what they look like. All right, so let's go ahead and close out a Dollar Tree. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. I wanted to do it early. I have something going on later today, so I can't do it this evening. That's why I'm doing it now. At least I have time right now to to timestamp it for you and everything. Again, apologies for any technical difficulty I had, loading the pages and so forth. I don't know why it's being such a bear. I don't know why it's being so difficult. But one of the things I wanted to share with you real quick is we're going to jump onto Amazon real fast. Let's jump onto Amazon and see. I want to jump onto Walmart too. I do this once in a while. So let's see if they have 2026. Oh, people are already looking for planners. Let's see, 2026 party glasses. I just want to see what they look like. All prime. So here's the 2026 glasses, you guys. They do have some for Christmas. This is a set of 4 for $9.99. So here's the ones I used to get every single year when I used to host. These are so fun, you guys. I cannot tell you how much people love these things. We started the sunglass, or not the sunglass, but the party glass thing a long time ago. Girl, it was my idea, but I had several people at my house and we used to do party glasses. And they were so fun every single year. So these are really worth it. They used to sell them a lot more. Like I used to get like 20 for 20 bucks or something, but now they're only 5 pieces for $15. So something to think about. I have a Halloween list. Yeah, New Year's decorations. So we'll add those to my store. But they are cute nonetheless. And they have a ton of them, I guess. They have a ton of them. Look at these. 15 for $6, which is better. They have these. I wear my sunglasses at night. So these are funny. These are 8 pieces for $18. Yeah, so these are really fun, you guys. Definitely want to look into these if you have a ton of people coming over to your house. They're so fun. People love these. I'm telling you. And it's better to do the ones that like go over your face. I just feel like those are so much more fun than like these that are on top of the glasses. Because when you wear them over your face, it just shows so much in the photograph better. So definitely love these. All right, you guys, I think that's everything. I just wanted to share that with you. We will revisit Amazon here coming up in the next week, and we'll talk about planners. I need some planners for myself for 2026. So definitely, stay tuned. Again, look on Amazon for your party glasses. You're not going to find these party glasses anywhere else. I think you're going to get your best bet. They might have them on TEMU, so I would definitely check TEMU. We can check right now. Let me see. Let's check TEMU real fast. Let's see if they have them. Just real quick. You get 4% back on Rakuten with TEMU right now. I probably will, just so you guys know, I probably am going to place this as private and then just repost it because I had so many technical difficulties with this episode. So I'm going to have to probably repost it later on tonight and get rid of this link because there was just so much lag in it. So let me go ahead and get out of Amazon and let me bring you into TEMU. So just so you can see, TEMU's already advertising Black Friday deals, you guys. Black Friday has arrived. So now we jump directly from, one sale to the next. So we had Prime Day, now it's Black Friday. And they're already advertising spring. Look at this. They're already into spring. So, girl, it's too much. It's too fast. I can't handle it. Anyway, you get 4% back on Rakuten if you guys are looking to do this one. What we wanted to do was do 2026 party glasses. So yeah, so TEMU does have quite a bit, and as you can see the price difference, they have the exact same glasses for $3. Now, what are you going to pay for shipping? I don't know. TEMU usually has free shipping though, so definitely a big assortment. If you guys are holding a dinner, you should order them now. They're quite inexpensive. I don't see the same exact ones that we saw on Amazon, based on what they're showing us here. I mean, we see a lot of similar ones, but we don't see the ones that go directly across. Oh, here we go. So see these, they're advertising these for a lot more than Amazon. So it depends on the style that you want. I mean, if you don't care and you just want to get them for super cheap and you just have, 6 or 8 people coming to dinner or something and you want to take pictures, these are fun enough. They do have headbands. But my preference is always the ones that go across the face, just because I feel like they're so much more fun. But if you've never done that before, you guys, the thing I used to do when I had family over is I would get a big, kind of think of like the size of an apple basket, and I would put hats in one basket, different Santa hats that I would get from Dollar Tree or 99-cent store or anywhere else I could find that was super cheap. And then I would get a basket full of the glasses that everybody would have to pick and wear. And then I would pick something for them to do as well. So that would be like one of the Dollar Tree toys, like the paddle toys and stuff. And believe it or not, even the adults that came would use it. It was so fun when I hosted because I had so many young people in my family and I wanted to make it entertaining and stuff like that. And I would highly recommend you guys, if you've never done anything like that, definitely try it one of these days and or one of these, holidays. It's a great idea. I can't tell you. The kids have fun. Everybody has fun. It makes the conversation better with the family. So there's no like lull, if you have like different family members coming over that don't know each other that well or just don't get along very well, everybody wearing these silly hats and you know what I mean? And required. It's like a requirement. Like I made it a requirement where everybody had to wear a hat, pick a pair of sunglasses for their photo, and then also pick a toy to use. And it was kind of funny because nobody ever really wanted to do it, but I forced everybody to do it and they did it. So definitely an idea for your dinner this year. If you guys are interested, if you have especially if you have multiple Christmas dinners with a ton of people coming over, or you have to go to somebody's house or something like that. But if you're hosting, even if you're hosting for the very first time, trust me, if you do something like that, your family's going to remember. And then you have those memories of photos, right, that you can post or just have for yourself or put on your computer screen or something like that. And it really is memorable and it's iconic. It really is. So definitely think about that, you guys. If you've never done it before, go to the Dollar Tree, go to one of the inexpensive stores, Five Below, grab a bunch of different Santa hats, or get on TEMU. Here, we'll look at the Santa hats. Set of Santa hats. See, here we go. People are already looking for them. So you can get, if you want to get different ones or you want to get like, interesting ones, like these are interesting. Like I would buy, if it was me, I would buy like two. If I knew I had a lot of males coming to my dinner, I would get like a couple of these, and then I would get like a couple of beanies or something. I would get a couple of pink, but it was fun though to go to different stores like, Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Ross and places like that and collect different hats, because we had this collection over the years. And some of them, obviously the better ones that I would get at like Walmart or Target or somewhere like that. And I would always get them at clearance time. Luckily my collection over the years came from like 99. And what was great about 99 and back in the day is they would clearance off their Christmas stuff and it would be half off. So I would be able to get like good quality beanies and Santa hats and stuff like that for like 50 cents. Those days are gone. But like these are fun, and they just give character. They give character to your dinner. It's a conversation piece, like I said. TEMU, obviously you can get the best prices. Like if you have several people coming, like this one right here, a set of 3. Now, are they quality? I don't know. I would look at the reviews and just make sure. But to have a collection of these hats, or if you just want to go around town and go to different stores, light up hats are another thing I've started collecting. So like these, they have a set of 4 for $11, and you could, get obviously a set of these. And, you could see if they have any more of these, like they have 2 different sets of 4, so you could get 8. So everybody would be wearing a light up hat at dinner. And it's just fun. It's just absolutely fun. So, you can get like what's this called? This hat right here with the brim. Anyway, I'm very into hats, you guys. As you can see, you can get bracelets for the kids. You can get a lot of things, and it just makes dinner fun. That's all I'm going to say. You can get headbands for the kids, since a lot of kids don't like wearing hats. But yeah, there's so many things you can do, you guys, to make your Christmas dinner entertaining. So I highly recommend touring TEMU. You don't have to get light up hats. These are kids sizes, but look at all these that you could get for $5. And obviously they're not a set, but nonetheless, they have a ton of them. Now you're going to see these in stores most likely as well, but definitely check it out. Okay. Because if you do host dinner, you're going to definitely share like a memorable experience with your family. So I highly recommend. I thought I was showing you. I didn't realize there were new tabs coming up, but let me show you these hats that I was looking at right here. These are just cute. I was looking at these, $5 a piece. So you could, buy a couple of these. Like, I like the fact that TEMU has so many, because then you can like order like however many people you have coming to your dinner. And it's so funny. It's like if you got a set of 4 that light up, and then you got a set of 4 that didn't light up, it's like it's going to be funny, like seeing your family, like what's it called? Not fight, but like fight. Well, I guess fight, but not literally fight. But all the people that are wanting the ones that light up, versus the ones that don't light up. Anyway, definitely encourage you guys to consider an idea like that, because boy, oh boy, it's so fun. And TEMU obviously has a ton. So definitely check TEMU out for any of your needs for your holiday dinner. I highly recommend. They have this one as well, but that's $51, but you do get 20 pieces for $51. So let me show you this one. So $51 sounds like a lot, you guys, but it's actually not. Look at all the hats you get for 51 bucks. You get like 20 hats. Like, there's a video. Look at all the hats you get for 20 bucks. I mean, 20 pieces for $50. Obviously, you might be able to go to Walmart or Target, but if you break that into 20, geez, 51 into 20. Let me show you. Let's see, $51. What is it? $51.16 divided into 20 makes it $2.50 a hat. Pretty good. Okay. Now they don't light up, of course, but nonetheless. All right, you guys, that is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I am going to repost this as a video just because it was long and there was a lot of technical difficulty in it. So I'm definitely going to redo it. But if you caught it on the live, I appreciate you. Look at my morning hair. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys next week with more lives. Stay tuned, subscribe, have your bell on, like the content if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, you guys.